looking for no heaven or gold, 'cause I got you. I got you. Don't wanna show, show us out. Show my heart, all that I need.
Welcome to the channel, guys. Today is very exciting. We are looking at one of the cars that has put Kia all over the map, the Kia Stinger GT. So if you've been following Kia over the past 20 years, you've seen they've started from the ground up, and that's with the help of Hyundai, who in fact have worked their way from the ground up. Starting from their original Elantra and Tiburon in the 90s, which in my opinion were very poorly designed cars, they have worked their way all the way up to being top tier cars, competing with the top manufacturers, not only from Germany and England and all over the world and even America. They've now put a car on the market that has caught the attention of everybody, and that is the Kia Stinger and the Kia Stinger GT. The GT is actually the car that I would consider owning for the channel because of its twin-turbo 3.3-liter V6 producing 365 horsepower with a top speed of 167 miles per hour. 0 to 60 time of 4.7 seconds puts the Kia Stinger in front of most sedans. In fact, it's faster than the Ford Taurus, which has Ford's EcoBoost. The Kia Stinger GT is faster than my old 2011 BMW 335i, which was a turbo inline six. This is faster. Overall, the Kia Stinger GT is supported by a lot of Hyundai performance parts, which the engine is a Hyundai GDI motor, and it comes with America's best warranty. 5-year, 50,000 bumper to bumper, 10-year, 100,000 powertrain. You're not gonna find any vehicle that's gonna give you that much power with that much warranty. In fact, you're not gonna find any vehicle with that much warranty to begin with. You can get a car with this much luxury, this much power and speed, and yet have a 10-year, 100,000 mile warranty. It's almost unthinkable, right? Where would you ever imagine getting a vehicle with a 10-year warranty, a twin turbo engine, fully leather and loaded all-wheel drive with this much prestige and quality and design for $50,000? I mean, a lot of people are gonna say, hey, you know, Dodge Charger, that's an American muscle car and it's great, but this has got a very European design. It's very refined. So if you guys are wondering, all this madness, who could have been the genius behind this car, considering Kia and Hyundai's lineup hasn't quite been on this level? The reason why the Kia Stinger is such an amazing automobile is one name, Peter Schreier. The Kia Stinger steering wheel is gorgeous. Flat bottom steering wheel. It's got that black, shiny, gloss black paint, stitched leather with white stitching. It's just an amazing steering wheel. If you ask me, this is probably one of the nicer flat bottom steering wheels I've ever gripped onto. It's got telescoping electronic steering wheel, which is fantastic. I'm going to take the vehicle out of regular mode. We're gonna go down here on the bottom where drive modes are, and we're gonna start messing around. You get your park sense. So right here in the dashboard, I am turning the drive mode, and you can see it's changing from sport to custom to eco. And then if I switch over here, you can see it's changing it on the display. This is a beautiful display, and it's in the right spot too. Everything is just ergonomically perfect in this car. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna customize it and drive it in sport first. So there you go. We're gonna go to custom right now, hit settings, and you can see that we're in engine and transmission, sport, comfort, eco, so we can adjust it so that basically it's like, you know, the Charger, the Hellcat, or the Scat Packs. The reason they have that there, I'm gonna say, is because some people might wanna have everything sport but have suspension soft. So what we're gonna do is just go to sport because I wanna feel this car driving in sport mode. So we're going to put it in drive and we're gonna take off. And I'm, oh my God, Jesus, holy crap. I wouldn't expect that. That's awesome. Even coming from a Hellcat, my God. Okay, actual weight, 4,000 pounds, 4,023. So we're about 500 pounds below a Charger, 400 and some change. Believe it or not, this car is in ways sportier than the Charger or even the Audi A7. For example, I do have my heads-up display on the windshield. It also has lane departure and a bunch of different other things. It's a really sporty vehicle. Paddle shifters work very well. The handling on the Kia Stinger, in my opinion, right now is as good as the Charger. It might be a little better because it's lighter. You know, the front aero of the car is active. The fender flare vents as well as the brake ducts are completely active, so you have great aero in this car. Just imagine the air that's going across the Kia Stinger is going to go through the front bumper, along the tire, through the door and the flare on the fender, and right out and exit. Less wind resistance, and we're stepping on it right now, and we're only at 3,500 RPMs, and this thing moves, and it sounds awesome. It really does, Bob.
And on top of that, it certainly feels like a luxury vehicle when you're riding it.
Oh yeah, even in sport mode, it rides better than the Hellcat does in track mode or sport mode. So it's a very comfortable ride. Ready? 1, 2, go. Oh my God, this car is fast. 60.
4.93 seconds.
Holy crap, this car is fast for what it is. Oh my God,
that's fair.
4.9 seconds, and we could have done a little better. So we'll try one more time in a few seconds here. Yeah, unbelievable. This car, it's got the luxury, it's got the sport, it's fast, the steering wheel is phenomenal. The interior is imperious to everything Kia's ever released. There's nothing Kia has that can compete with the Stinger. This is German engineering at sub-price level. Like, it's an affordable price level. So if you've ever looked at an Audi, especially an A7, get the Stinger. It's way more affordable, and it's from the same guy who designed the Audi A7. So, and this car is nice enough and drives so well. I can't say enough good things about the Kia Stinger. I would consider buying one for myself. I mean, it's a lot faster than I expected. It really moves. 1, 2, go. Oh my goodness Christ. 60. So we're basically at the 4.9. We're basically 4.9. High 4s, it'll do high 4s. This is the trim that GMs should come in. It looks just so damn good. The trim is awesome. The gloss black around the center console really adds flair. We don't have a whole lot of clash going on, which is what I love. There's no wood grain trim. They opted to have the titanium go with gloss black, which blends nicely with the high quality leather on the dashboard. Very high quality interior overall. The layout, you guys can see, is awesome. It's kind of got an Audi meets Alfa Romeo flair to it. It's very European, and I love that because it's a Korean car, but you feel like you're in a German automobile. You really do. And it's so sporty. The twist of this knob, we can go from sport over to comfort. Now the suspension just got extremely soft. It's like we're floating on air. And taking this turn, we're going to quickly dip into sport. Everything changed over. Electronic dampeners have already switched over. We're downshifting to third, hitting the turns at 50, and this thing really handles great. The Stinger, it's confidence inspiring when you go around those corners and accelerate out. We just hit 60 instantly. Now those Brembo brakes, we're gonna tap the brake gently. Now we're gonna apply. We're at 40, come right down to 20. So the brakes are just downright good. The brakes are working as good as my Charger Hellcat. The car is lighter, so it's definitely going to stop well with Brembo brakes. Putting the Brembos to work, the active electronic dampening suspension to work. We're accelerating, short shifting at 4, and this Stinger is very quick. It is a very quick sedan. You don't feel the weight. And this vehicle was never designed to be a drag race car. It was never meant to compete with the Dodge Charger or anything like that. This is in the class of the BMW 335i, the M3, the C300, maybe even the C300 AMG from Mercedes, the E-Class. It's really a sedan that competes with luxury sedans, you know, from all over the world. And the Charger is not in this class because it's more of a muscle sedan. Like I said, this is going to compete with those cars. It's going to compete with the Genesis Coupe, even though it's the same brand. Going in the dip in sport mode, we're coming around 50. All right, we just hit 65. We're shifting over, we're 85. We're almost 100 miles an hour. The Stinger GT is very fast, Bob. Very fast. And I'm actually quite impressed. I'm beyond impressed. I never expected the Kia Stinger to drive this well.
It's truly a performance car.
It very much is. If you guys are ever wondering what else is there out there besides BMW or Mercedes or Dodge Charger, Kia now has the next best offering. And at $50,000, you can't go wrong. You fast lane, we're gonna... Oh my God. Whoa.
Yeah.
60, 70, 80. Okay, we gotta cut it off. Wow. My God.
Loving it.
From comfort to eco to smart, and we even set up with complete eco and smart settings, which is going to give you amazing gas mileage. So in smart, just cruising down the highway, our gas mileage is 38 miles per gallon. 34, 30, 29, just depends, but we're averaging 34. We're talking about a 365 horsepower, 4,000 pound all-wheel drive sedan, does 0 to 60 sub 5 seconds, handles like a beast, goes around corners like a champ, has Brembo brakes, and we're doing 32.9 miles per gallon on the highway in smart and eco mode.
That is correct.
So it is the best of all worlds combined. We're immediately going to switch over to sport, and you guys are going to watch the gas mileage go down. You can see it right there on both displays. Gas mileage went from 32, it's down around 20. We're up a little high now because I let off the throttle, but we're going to start dropping gas mileage, and imagine if we cruise like this, we're going to go from 32 to like 24, maybe 22. There's no turbo lag in the Kia Stinger. Like right now I'm at 3,500. I'm just going to press the gas and the boost comes on strong. Here we go. And there goes the boost. As soon as I hit it, you just feel it building right up. Very well designed and engineered car. This is a perfect sedan. Gauge cluster is well refined, nothing extravagant in the dashboard, which is exactly what I like. Drive mode, it's going to show you your miles per hour digitally, your trip meters are right there, accumulated info, and fuel economy. If you look at the steering wheel up close, I love the fact they embroidered the GT here. It's got the black gloss plastic trim to go with the leather. No wood grain, and I love that. And it's great that this is black and not titanium, because you have too many colors going on one spot, it doesn't look good. So they kept the plastic trim gloss black to go with the leather, which is also black with white trim. They look fantastic together. It's a great combo. Even the LEDs are white. So you got like a white and black theme, which is really great. Even the leather, if you look down here, is white. So everything in here flows. It has a really nice flow. The titanium here is a perfect touch. Wood grain trim would look very tacky in my opinion, because you don't want to have wood grain trim, which is brown, and then have titanium trim or gloss black. Then you got black leather with white trim. It just becomes a hindrance. The fact that they went with titanium or aluminized trim is exactly what I would have expected out of a car like this. It delivers exactly where it needs to. The setup on the dash here, more titanium and metallic aluminum style trim with white LEDs. You got more titanium trim here. The overhead lights are spotlights, more black, black leather. So everything flows together nicely. You got three colors: gloss black, the leather, and the white lights and trim, with hints of titanium and aluminized brushed steel or aluminum trim around the car. I love how they've got the screen here, which is very much like the Mercedes. You have to know that's a German type of setup in the center. Peter Schreier, who's come from Audi, has designed all this, which is why it's very much German inspired. I feel like I'm sitting in the cockpit of an Audi, and that's exactly where Peter Schreier has come from. You have your different controls here for your garage, as well as power dimming mirror, and your compass can be turned on and off. I really love that. You're gonna love the fact that you can turn the mirror on and off with a touch of a button. Garage door openers are right here. You get 3 of them. The paddles are standard on the Kia Stinger, and they are placed beautifully on the steering wheel. Right here is where your hands are gonna be on your 10 and 2 or 3 and 9 position, and the paddles are in a perfect spot on either side. The Kia Stinger has lane departure right here, which will help straighten you out. It also has blind spot alert. This is the trunk and gas control right here to open those, as well as the hood. So you open your gas cap, your trunk, and then your hood down here. Telescoping electronic controls for the steering wheel. So we're gonna open up this panoramic sunroof right here. You can see how big this really is. This is a huge sunroof. Now it's gonna open up. Fantastic. This is a really large sunroof, that's for sure. And yeah, look how big that is. It's very big. It's very sporty. I like how they've got the tinted glass up at the top here and it's not paint. And I like how they've done this around the edges. It's really cool. It's got a very unique design to it. And then closing the power sunroof is easy. I just hit the button and it's silent operation too. Even inside the car. Tucks away nicely, can't even hear it. I'm gonna put a picture on the screen right now of the Audi A7. And if you look at the Audi A7, it's gonna be right there on the screen. Look at the back of the Stinger. They are very close in overall shape. These LEDs on the taillights look fantastic. This is a reflector. A lot of people have complained about that. I think it looks good. It's a very nice, sleek design. This paint is called Micro Blue, and it is a fantastic color. I really love the color. It looks great in the sunlight, looks great at night. Coming around the front, you can see those are the Brembo brakes right here.
Contrast between there and the brake color.
And the nice contrast between the brakes and the color. You got your LED strip on the front with your HID projector headlights. These are the LED strips around the bottom of the headlights. These are functional. See, my hand can go right through, almost all the way through. If you look in here, you can see my hand in here. So these are 100% functional fender vents. Aerodynamics is very important, so the fact that the air is going to vent here from the bumper and the air going against the wheel well is going to vent out the fender flare and along the side of the car. You can see the nice contour here on the door, allowing air to flow right off the fender for aerodynamics. Everything about this car is very sleek. Now, the vents on the hood are not functional, but they do look great, and the overall design of the Kia Stinger is just fantastic. There's the vents that are functional for aero, right down here, right below the headlight on either side. The grille is where I'm most shocked. They were able to hide your adaptive cruise control right here in this sensor. You can almost not even notice the adaptive cruise control. Looking at the car from here, like I said, it looks very similar in its own way to an Audi A7, but in my opinion, the price tag, the performance, and the look of this car is definitely going to appeal to a certain market. So anybody who's wanted to buy an Audi, especially the A7, can't afford it, or it's just out of their range, is definitely going to be interested in something like this. In my opinion, I like the Kia Stinger, and I would even consider getting one for the channel. I really like the car. The white seats are beautiful. It even says GT in the seats. Just fantastic. So your passengers in the rear are going to have a light that they can turn on or off independent from the front. Ventilated and heated seats. Very high quality leather back here. The interior is just, like I said many times, superior to any Kia on the market. I absolutely love this car. In the back, there's also a cup holder, or 2 of them, and an armrest for the passengers. So sitting in the back seat of the Kia Stinger, it's very comfortable. So when your passengers get in the Kia Stinger, they can actually adjust the vents on or off by turning this dial, moving them around, turning AC or heat. You have your smartphone or tablet charger right there via USB, and your 12-volt charger right there. So everything is easily accessible for the passenger. You have a net in the back of the seats to store books, magazines, and whatnot. There's a decent amount of leg room. I'm 6 foot tall, and you can see I got plenty of room back here. And Bob has his seat all the way back, so I've got plenty of room back here. The armrest is very comfortable. Lots of room for the passenger on the other side. There's plenty of headroom, not as much as I'd like, but it's not too bad. I got about 2 inches of headroom back here. You can tell that the roof goes down as we move back, as my hair is now touching the roof right here. So there's not a ton of headroom, but it's very comfortable, and these seats are unbeatable. We're gonna open the trunk. There is a lot of room back here in the Kia Stinger, and if I fold the seats down, you're gonna have all that extra room back there. And this is removable as well, so you'd have a ton of room in the Kia Stinger if you had to pick anything up. Just overall, the total package for a sedan, it looks really good. And as the sun is setting, you can see how awesome this paint truly looks. And you don't have to shut this manually. There's a button right there. So it's electronic control with gas shocks. It'll open and close on its own. Well, guys, that is gonna do it for this review of the 2018 Kia Stinger GT all-wheel drive. 0 to 60 times, sub 5 seconds, 365 horsepower, 100,000 mile, 10-year warranty, all leather. I cannot thank Bob enough for allowing me to come out and review this car. Big shout out to Adam, Manahawkin Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram, and Manahawkin Kia. If you guys like the Stinger and want to buy it, definitely see Bob over at Manahawkin Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. But I'm going to tell you guys, if you're looking for a wicked sedan that's fast, boasts confidence, stops, accelerates, and handles, and is also comfortable and gets good gas mileage, it's what I like to call the total package. The Kia Stinger does not disappoint whatsoever. It's an amazing machine. It really is.
Phenomenal. I didn't think it could perform like this, but it truly did before he opened my eyes.
Yeah, it was a very fun venture in the Kia Stinger, and I loved it, and I think you guys would too. Definitely go for a test drive in one, or go check them out. Very well designed, thought out vehicle, and who would have thought something like this would have come from Kia?
You'll appreciate it 10 times more when you drive it.
Now that Corvette was sending it. That Corvette definitely sending it here in Manahawkin. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Check them out, Bobby or Adam over at Manahawkin Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram or Manahawkin Kia, but be sure to ask for Bobby for sure. He's your salesman you want to go to. We had a lot of fun today. We're looking at a Trackhawk review and a Longhorn Laramie next week. So be sure to check out the channel, drivewithdemons.com. Go to the store and support the channel, drivewithdemons.com. Get your key tags, hoodies, and t-shirts. The winter's here, you're gonna want hoodies. Mopar No Car key tags. I got the red eye, you gotta get the key tag. If you're stopping in for the first time, go ahead and subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up, comment below what do you guys think of the video. For all my returning subscribers, thank you so much for watching all my videos. So if you haven't seen it already, check out the video where I ordered the red eye. It's pretty awesome, definitely check that out. But that's gonna do it for today's video from right here in Manahawkin at the Kia dealership. Thanks so much for watching me and Bobby get her done once again. We'll see you guys in the next video. Take care and have a great night.